Well, hey there, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. The SPL, it's finally back. Season 7. It's kicking off later today if you're watching this the day it came out. If not, then it's April 4th, or maybe you're watching the VOD, 4th and 5th. It's only Saturday and Sunday this week before it gets to its normal schedule of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 2 games each day. And, well, as you're about to see, it's going to be a very interesting week. In fact, let's just go ahead and jump right into it because I'm just as tired of waiting as I'm sure you are. So here are the matches that we're going to be looking at, as you see over there, and maybe later on we can start incorporating the in-game client to see the percentages of what people are voting. But for right now, this is what we're looking at, the rosters up against each other. And the first one, the premier match that's going to be coming through, is E United up against Team Rival. And honestly, you couldn't ask for a better one to kick off the season. It's a very, very strong roster. E United, Snoopy, Eonic, Heroine, Scream, and Variety up against the team that has been just perpetually second, and actually second place this last World Championship, save for one of these players. Panda Cat, PBM, Captain Twig, Fine OK, but Sam for Soccer joining them this year, and that's going to be the thing that, in my eyes, is the tipping point of the discussion here. I think E United have a little bit of history, but Rival have been doing successful. All last year they were successful. They made a good run at Worlds, and now they have picked up the World's MVP to be their jungler. This is going to be an absolute banger of a set, and I do not recommend you miss this one. This is one that you're going to want to watch. As it is right now, guys, I'm going to say it's 2-1. I'm going to give it in favor of Team Rival right now. I think that we are in an interesting position. This one realistically could go either way, but given the team's history and the fact that this is the first week, let's just go ahead and throw them the bone, see where they go. The second match on, well, the 4th on this Saturday is going to be the Knights going up against Radiance. Now, for those who don't know or might not be in the know, Ghost Gaming is now Radiance. Ghost Gaming is out of there, and so Radiance is going to be taking over what was their roster: Cyclone, Aurora, Big Man, Adapting, and Benji. But they're going up against, well, you guessed it, the old SK roster, your reigning world champs right now, the Pittsburgh Knights, who have, as we had just seen, lost Sam for Soccer, but picked up Cuvo Fred, which is weird to lose an MVP and then still come out at potentially a net neutral transition. These guys are looking good. Radiance, I think, is a power team that is going to look very strong later in the season, but for this first week of play, I don't know if they're going to have what it takes. I'm going to give this one over to the Knights. In fact, I'm giving it to them in a 2-0. They looked really solid last weekend in the Knights tournament. We'll have to see what exactly they're going to be able to do this weekend to let us know whether or not they still are the team that won the World Championship, or if they're the SK we saw all of last year outside of that. Moving on to the games on Sunday, it will be Sanguine Esports going up against Obey Alliance. Now, if you were watching the Knights tournament last weekend, this is one we actually could have potentially seen a preview for, but we didn't. Obey, recognizing that they were going to have to play Sanguine in a week, rightly said, you know what, we're going to duck out of the tournament. We don't need the prizing. Let's just go ahead and let this go forward. So Sanguine actually went forward and won that tournament. Now, that's an important detail to me. I think Obey are going to put up a good fight against Sanguine, and I think this is going to be a very interesting matchup to maybe showcase where these teams are. But Sanguine going on to be able to win not only against the Knights themselves, but also against the team that is now Radiance, I think showcases how much we have to pay attention to this Sanguine roster and how much they have proven in the past. I'm going to give this one over to them. It might not be the most popular choice as there is right now, but I think they've got a very solid chance. I do think it's going to be close, though. Calling this one as a 2-1. Sanguine Esports, more than likely, well, in my eyes, capable of taking this one. And then the final matchup for the SPL this week is going to be Space Station Gaming going up against the Renegades. And guys, I wish there was a lengthier explanation here, but Space Station Gaming, they're gonna win this one, right? I mean, like, nobody has any doubts in their mind. Now, if you go to last year, these orgs were flipped, but now you're seeing the teams they're running in this year. Renegades was what SSG was, and SSG was what Renegades was. It gets confusing and kind of muddling. Just look at the names on the screen, though. Awesome Jake is going to be joining Barra over there in the duo lane. This will be the first chance we get to see him play. It'll be interesting, but I don't know if they're going to be able to keep up with and keep pace with Vote and iRaffer. This will be a very big surprise if the Renegades Renegades come out and do well here. I'm giving this one all the way over to SSG as a 2-0. It's going to be an incredibly fun week, guys. This is one you don't want to miss. I think this set might be a little more of a blowout than some of the others, but like Sanguine and Obey will be solid, as well as E United and Rival. All of them are going to be worth watching. Twitch.tv/SmiteGame, Mixer.com/SmiteGame. Of course, I will see you weekly, normally on Fridays, but this one's a Saturday since that's the day we're starting, for these prediction videos to get yours in, get your viewer points, get everything going, and well, hey, also to watch some fun games. But that's going to do it for me and this video. Thank you guys for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I hope you have a radical time.